Hi, my name is Alicia. I'm a nutritionist with a degree in food and human nutrition. I spent a few years in hospital and clinics working closely with patients on their therapeutic diet. My passion for nutrition has extended beyond hospital and clinics. Over the years, I conducted several health talks to help people optimize their health through proper nutrition. So today, I'm going to share with you about your immune system. So let's go! So where exactly does the immune system located in the body? Well, there are several organs that is part of your immune system, like your tonsils, thymus, lymph nodes that's throughout your body, your appendix, and bone marrow. So your immune system is actually a very complex family. So let me break down for you. There's the innate and adaptive immunity. The innate system have external and internal defense, which is your first line and second line of defense. The first line of defense includes the physical barrier, like your skin, your mucus, and your nasal hair. So your nasal hair is not there to make you ugly. All of your organs actually serves a purpose. Okay? And your first line of defense also includes the chemical barrier, like your sweat and your stomach acid. When you are eating food and there is bacteria on the food, your stomach acid actually try to break down and kill the bacteria. And even your tears, when you are tearing, is because they are trying to wash off the bacteria. And your second line of defense, which is also under innate mechanism, includes like your white blood cells called neutrophils and monocytes, and macrophages and natural killer cells. Under the adaptive mechanism, which is your third line of defense, include T cells and B cells. They are the killer cells. And it also includes antibodies. Antibodies are actually produced by your cells' immune responses to stick to the antigens. Antigens are actually bacteria, viruses, and foreign bodies that is coming out from the external environment. So the antibodies is produced by your immune system and stick to the antigens, which is the bacteria, and remembers it. Are we all born with good immune system? What do you think? Of course not. So no two individuals have the same immune system. Some people have extremely good defense system, but some others are just really flooded with bugs wherever they go, because immune system are very unique to its own. Just like you have a different mouth than I am, you have different eyes, you have different nose. So our immune response is actually determined by our genetics. So your immune system has a varying numbers of type and number of cells in our body. How do we know that our immune system is at its best? Well, you wouldn't know unless you take a proper blood test. Tests used to diagnose an immune disorder includes blood tests that can determine if you have a normal level of infection-fighting proteins like immunoglobulin in your blood, and measure the levels of blood cells and immune system cells that you have. Abnormal numbers of certain cells can indicate an immune system defect. Well, if you don't want to take a blood test, you can identify the other symptoms of a weak immune system. That includes if you frequently have cold, flu, you have a lot of tummy aches, and wounds that you can't heal. So these are some of the ways, some of the symptoms that may point to a weaker immune system. Studies have shown that vitamin C includes several benefits, like they decrease the duration of your symptoms as well as the severity of your symptoms. Vitamin C is an antioxidant that is not just to produce collagen in the skin. It is highly concentrated in your immune cells and it quickly depleted during an infection. In fact, a vitamin C deficiency significantly weakens the immune system and decreases the risk of infection. Moreover, vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin and it is an essential nutrient, which means our body is not able to produce it. So therefore, we need to replenish them daily. Generally, the adaptive system takes 5 to 10 days to produce antibodies and produce your killer cells to attack the invaders successfully. But this is in the case where your body have enough nutrients to fight the invaders. So how does the virus get into our body? When we are around sneezy people, or when we touch public objects, or when we touch our face, it gets into our lungs, our lymphatic system, and multiply by itself. And why some people can't recover? Because their immune response is not fast and strong enough to identify the antigen and kill them, so the virus continue to manufacture and multiply by itself. In this case, some people take weeks or even months to recover. For older people who are above 60 years old, their thymus function produce lesser antibodies, and this is when their immune system will take longer to build up. Fortunately, you don't have to take mega doses of vitamin C to support your immune system. Approximately 70 to 90% of the vitamin C is absorbed at moderate intakes of 200 to 300 mg at one time, depending on what you consume with it. Your body does not only need vitamin C, but also all the other nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin E, zinc, and vitamin D, which are also needed to build a strong immune system. No one single nutrient can keep you healthy. They work like one big family. All your vitamins and all your minerals in the cell essentials are vital. Having said that, 1000 mg of vitamin C equals to 20 oranges. So take your Prof. C. Different nutrients have different roles, just like a family. They have various mechanisms to support the immune functions. Many of these nutritive food components are needed for their functions to maintain your immunity, including promotion of anti-inflammatory functions, modulation of cell-mediated immunity, and communication between the innate and adaptive immune system. Both animal and human studies present promising findings suggesting a clinical benefit of vitamin D, polyunsaturated fatty acids, and green tea catechin in autoimmune and inflammatory disorders, and vitamin D, vitamin E, zinc, and probiotics in reduction of infection. They all work together to protect your health. These nutrients support the function of immune system cells like neutrophils, macrophages, and natural killer cells. By supporting your natural defenses, immunity nutrition can help maintain your health. In addition, antioxidants protect the enzymes that repair DNA damage, thereby enhancing your body's ability to rejuvenate itself. So yes. Can I just eat very healthily to build a stronger immune system? The answer is no. Now, step beyond diet to optimize the function of your immune system. Firstly, get enough sleep and manage your stress. Sleep deprivation and stress overload and increase the hormone cortisol, and prolonged elevation of which suppresses immune function. Secondly, avoid tobacco smoking. It undermines basic immune defenses and raises the risk of bronchitis and pneumonia in everyone. And thirdly, drink less alcohol. Excessive consumption impairs the immune system and increases vulnerability to lung infections. Number 4, catch some rays. Low vitamin D levels correlate with a greater risk of respiratory infection. Last but not least, have optimal nutrition. Nutrients from food is insufficient to provide the optimal amounts that you need. So besides eating healthily, supplementation is important. Is it true that immune system deteriorates as we age? Can we stop it or slow it down? When it comes to germs, getting older has advantages and disadvantages. As we age, our immune system develops defenses against antigens. We acquire antibodies to the germs we defeated in the past. Because of this phenomenon, adults tend to get fewer colds than children. Now for some bad news, the thymus functions and immune response slows down because macrophages, which are your white blood cells that ingest antigens, don't work as quickly as they used to anymore. This slowdown may be one of the reasons that cancer is more common among older people. And the number of antibodies produced in response to the antigen is less in older people, and the antibodies are less able to attach to the antigen. These changes may partly explain why pneumonia, influenza, and infections are more common among older people and cause death more often. These changes may also partly explain why vaccines are less effective in older people. For the more mature age group, number 1, I would definitely recommend using moderate exercise to build your immunity. One thing is clear though, moderate exercise is beneficial for your immune system. Exercise helps in the blood flow and helps your immune cells migrate throughout your body. You don't have to overdo it, okay? So just use moderate exercise, like 30 minutes of walk every day is enough. and it's an immune boosting habit you can fit into your life without much effort. Secondly, help your immune system with good hygiene. You should frequently wash your hands for a good reason. This tip doesn't build your immunity or directly boost your immune system. A consistent, not obsessive, hand washing habits help you to limit your exposure to certain germs. It rinses away the potential pathogens that get onto your hands. That keeps them away from landing in airways, eyes, and other bodily entrance points, and it keeps you healthy. Last but not least, one of the most important factors that would affect your immune system is malnutrition. Malnutrition suppresses the immune system, especially when elderly have different taste buds, loss of appetite, or difficulty to walk and buy food. So balanced nutrition, especially in terms of adequate vitamin, minerals, and protein intake, enhances the resistance against infection. So take more fruits and vegetables, and includes the supplements like substantious, Biomega to protect the membranes that help transport your nutrients, and Medical D for the vitamin D, Pro C, probiotics, and Nutrimil if you don't have appetite to eat large amount of food. How about young kids? Number 1, guide against germ spread. Make sure that your kids wash their hands often with soap. You should pay particular attention to their hygiene before and after each meal, and after playing outside, handling pets, blowing their nose, using the bathroom, and arriving home from their daycare. When you're out, carry disposable wipes with you for quick cleanups. Secondly, don't expose them to secondhand smoking. If you or your spouse smokes, please quit. Cigarette smoke contains more than 4,000 overtoxins, which can irritate and kill cells in the body. Kids are more susceptible than adults to the harmful effects of secondhand smoke because they breathe in at a faster rate, and a child's natural detoxification system is also less developed. So secondhand smoke increases a child's risk of bronchitis, ear infection, and asthma. It may also affect the intelligence and neurological development. So thirdly, serve more fruits and vegetables. Carrots, green beans, oranges, strawberries, give them all sorts of colors. They contain such immunity-boosting phytonutrients such as vitamin C and carotenoids. All these phytonutrients may increase the body's production of infection-fighting white blood cells and interferon, and antibodies that coat cell surfaces and blocking out the viruses. So try to get your child to eat 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. So what if your kids are really picky with their greens and colors, right? So you can actually give them USANA. USANA are given to children that is 2 to 12 years old. For probiotics, which is really good for our gut health, you can actually put it with their cold milk or juices and serve them. They will really love it. So for working adults like myself, we are really stressful, right? So when you are tired, so is your immune system. This puts you at risk for coming down with whatever that's going around. Tucking in enough high quality sleep is a dream for you and your immune system. Sleep allows your body, including the parts of your immune system, to rest, repair, and refresh. This nightly renewal helps to build your immunity. Less than 8 hours of sleep was tied to a 3-fold increase in the likelihood of catching the common cold. Other research supports this conclusion, showing how immune cell production can be hampered by sleep deprivation. Try other approaches that may sound nice to you. Get a massage, take a walk in the nature, meditate, or do some deep breathing, and socialize with your friends, and laughing, because this is the best medicine. Other than this, your basic nutrients is needed for optimal health and immune system. I would like to emphasize on this super good product that is not put into the spotlight enough, which is our ProGlucamune. ProGlucamune have a unique formula that delivers organic, antioxidant-rich shiitake and reishi mushroom, plus a unique strain of baker's yeast extract. These powerful ingredients work together in the intelligent beta-glucan complex plus zinc to prime your immune cells to support your health effectively. And it has intelligence technology, which means your immune cells can communicate with each other faster. The nutrients in proglucamine have a distinct structure that binds to the receptors on the immune cells. This signals to the cells that it should get ready for an action. As fast as they detect the bacteria or foreign substances, your immune system can be activated immediately. Secondly, our new product Copa Prime. You must be thinking, why would I mention about Copa Prime, which is a mental health product for an immune system? There is actually a strong connection between mental health and the immune system. When you are stressed and you have anxiety, there's an imbalance of hormone production. And when you have depression, it will actually increase your inflammation and influence your immune system. Copa Prime consists of American ginseng, works with the Intelligence Cognitive Support Complex, a blend of bacopa and coffee fruit extract. Study participants have self-reported feeling less tense and more composed after using the ingredients in Copa Prime. This is likely because the ingredients support systems in your body that influence positive mood and its ability to handle stress.